Ms. Zwerner, the U.S. teacher shot by 6-year-old pupil, hailed as a hero for evacuating kids. While her injuries were initially considered life-threatening, the teacher Abigail Zwerner was in stable condition on Monday, following the Friday afternoon shooting. As told by the Newport News Police Chief Steve Drew on a news conference, the shooting happened on Friday, January 6, 2022. Police have hailed Abigail Zwerner as a hero for evacuating students from her classroom, even after she was shot by a 6-year-old student. Ms. Zwerner put up her hand in a defensive position when the weapon fired, and the bullet went through her hand and into her upper chest, Mr. Drew added. Surveillance video showed that Ms. Zwerner was the last person to leave her classroom. She made a right turn and started down the hallway, and then she stopped. She turned around and made sure every one of those students was safe, the police chief said. The 6-year-old pupil who shot his teacher used a gun that belonged to his mother and was legally owned, police have said. The boy had taken the 9mm Taurus handgun from home, placed it in his backpack and removed it while Ms. Zwerner was teaching class. He pointed and fired once. Ms. Zwerner, who took a defensive posture, was shot through the hand and into the chest. The 6-year-old boy was in temporary custody at a medical facility. A judge had until Tuesday, January 10, 2022, to determine whether to extend a temporary order keeping him in custody. Legal experts said that even though it was theoretically possible under Virginia law to criminally charge a 6-year-old child, there are numerous obstacles to doing so, and that it was highly unlikely that any prosecutor would even try. It's virtually impossible to imagine a 6-year-old being found competent to stand trial, said Andrew Block, a professor in the University of Virginia School of Law, who was the director of Virginia's Department of Juvenile Justice from 2014 to 2019. Philip Jones, the mayor of the city of Newport News in Virginia, where the incident happened, described it as a red flag for the country. Mr. Jones said, "I do think that after this event, there is going to be a nationwide discussion on how these sorts of things can be prevented." Ms. Zwerner graduated from Virginia's James Madison University in 2020. A statement from its president said they were deeply saddened by the tragic incident, describing it as an incredibly difficult time.